Hello, arty people. It's Zach from Polygoons with another video about becoming an NFT artist. This is a follow-up to my first video, which was getting started in the NFT space, which was basically just all about networking and making connections in the space so that when you do eventually create NFTs, you'll have people to support you and help share your work and just try and make sure that you're set up for success, basically. But there's certainly a lot more to NFTs than, just networking and stuff. And that's all like the technical side. So my friend Monica left a comment in the first video. They're just wondering about the terminology, all the different currencies and platforms and, what minting is and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to start sort of where I think it makes the most sense to start, which is at the currency level, which is the blockchain. And so, how how it all works is we have different currencies, different cryptocurrencies that sort of govern different blockchains. And so we have ETH, which governs the Ethereum blockchain. And so to buy and sell things on the Ethereum chain, you would use ETH, which is the biggest one, especially for NFTs. There are hundreds of blockchains, and there are also hundreds of other currencies on blockchains. So you have all kinds of like sub currencies that sort of like live within a blockchain. So those are other tokens or other crypto. But generally, you have sort of the main currency which handles the transactions on that network, on that blockchain. So whenever you want to do something, whenever you want to use the blockchain, perform a transaction, use that service, it's costing you what we call gas, and that's basically just like a service fee to use the platform because it's decentralized. You don't have somebody who's selling ad space in Ethereum to pay for all of this. You have people that are actually doing the work of the network on their computers, and this is a global network of workers. That's actually what they're called, workers or miners, who are performing the transactions so that we can all use the blockchains. And so, whenever you want to do anything, if you wanted to send some ETH to somebody, that would cost you some gas to send that. If you want to mint an NFT, it's going to cost you some gas to mint that NFT. And if you want to buy something, again, you're going to have a gas cost. So gas costs are across all of the different blockchains. Every blockchain has gas. But the amount of gas that it costs you to do something varies wildly across the different chains. So Ethereum is like the highest, at least that I know of and have experienced. When I got started, I was minting work for, I think it was $80 to mint a piece of artwork. So and minting is just basically uploading your artwork or the metadata for your NFT onto the blockchain. There is another, what's called the Interplanetary File Service, the IPFS, which actually stores the images and videos, because it is very expensive to store actual data on the blockchain. So what we store on the blockchain is metadata, which points to files which are stored in the IPFS, but it works. So when I first got started, I was spending it was around $70 or $80 to mint a piece, to upload my artwork to as an NFT to the blockchain. But that's not the end of it, right? Of course, after it's minted, then I have to list it for sale. So that was another gas fee, which was another $70 or $80. And so it can cost quite a lot if you're using the Ethereum network. But luckily there are loads of other networks that you can use where the gas cost is much, much less. And they all have their own kind of flavor and community and all that kind of stuff. This piece that I have here behind me is a piece by Rose Jackson, and this piece is minted on the Tezos blockchain. And the Tezos blockchain is a blockchain, a network that has very low gas, so can be quite attractive for people to mint on. So you have these different chains, right? And some of them can sort of interact with each other. You have the Ethereum chain, but then sort of attached to the Ethereum chain, you also have the Polygon network. And the Polygon network is what's called a commit chain, I think is the technical term, but a lot of people call it layer 2 for Ethereum, because it gives you the compatibility with the Ethereum network. For example, you would use the same wallet address and for transactions and all that kind of stuff. But the gas cost for Polygon is much, much less. So on Polygon, for example, you have Matic is the token which kind of governs that network. So if you're using the network, you're spending Matic to use the network. But to mint an NFT on Polygon might only cost you a quarter of a cent worth of Matic. Again, whereas I have a gas tracker up here right now, Ethereum is probably back up around $70 or $80 to mint on Ethereum. So there are certainly other options. So why would anybody ever mint on Ethereum? Well, it's because that's kind of where all of the big, important, valuable NFTs are right now, at least. If you want my opinion, I think there's incredible opportunity on a lot of the smaller chains, like Polygon and Tezos. And so I don't think there's anything wrong with going on those platforms and checking them out. So you have your blockchains, you have your currency that kind of operates on a specific blockchain, and then you have your NFTs, right? And so again, if you're minting your NFT on Ethereum, it's on Ethereum. If you're minting it on Tezos, it's on Tezos. If you're minting it on Solana or Cardano or whatever, the NFT is being minted on that platform. I know there are some bridging services out there as well. So if you think about it, like you live in Canada, you buy a painting from an artist in Canada using Canadian dollars. If you want to sell it, in Australia, it's going to be quite an ordeal to get it there. And there might be some, import fees and all that kind of stuff. But if you want to sell it maybe in the States, it might be a little bit easier. You might be able to drive it down, and there might be, a little bit of an import fee. And so actually that's a good comparison, because Polygon, I mentioned, is compatible with Ethereum. And there are some good bridges that you can use if you want to move assets between those two networks. But that's kind of kind of advanced. Eventually, you'll get into that. But I think it's simple enough to just explain them as kind of separate things. But know that there is this kind of background network of ways that they do interact in one way or another. And yeah, so if you're wanting to mint like on Tezos, for example, you can use a platform that interacts with the Tezos blockchain. And so this is objkt.com, AOBJKT.com. And you can go here, and once you set up your wallet, you would just go create. And I haven't created anything on this platform specifically, so I would need to create a new collection. But if I wanted to, then I would go and create a collection on here, and then I would be minting the NFTs on the Tezos network. And again, Tezos is really, really low gas fees. I think it's costing you about a cent, maybe a little bit more, maybe 2 or 3 cents to mint, which is more than Polygon, but anyways. So objkt.com is really popular for Tezos. OpenSea is quite popular for Ethereum and Polygon. So on OpenSea, you can mint to one or the other, which is a lot of people will use this service to mint their collections. So if I go here, I can go to see my collections that I have set up here. And some of them are Ethereum. This one is Ethereum. And I just have 2 pieces here. And I think all of my others are that one's Ethereum as well. But the others are on Polygon. And so what I've done here is I've just created a collection right on OpenSea. It's actually not something I would do if I was starting a new collection. I would do a slightly different way, but it is an easy way to get started. There are some arguments against doing that, but it's certainly accessible and easy, and most people, I mean, if somebody's using collecting NFTs, they know what OpenSea is, and they know how to use it, so they would know how to find your artwork. The couple other things that I think are maybe important to mention are things like DeFi versus CeFi. So DeFi just stands for decentralized finance, and so that's decentral, like disconnected from the centralized finance, like banks and that kind of stuff. So that's all of the transactions that are taking place on the blockchain. A lot you can be anonymous on the blockchain. But you can't be anonymous when it comes to CeFi, centralized finance. So if you want to take money that you've earned through NFTs, or you're selling NFTs, or you're trading NFTs or whatever, if you want to actually have that money in the real world to buy things like groceries, you would have to go through a centralized finance service to withdraw it. And the one I use is Coinbase. I think it's quite popular in Canada. The other one a lot of people use is crypto.com, which I need to do a bit more research in, actually. But those platforms, so Coinbase, because it handles cryptocurrency but allows you to transfer it into the real world, it has to know who you are legally. So when you're setting up that account, you're uploading legal documents like your passport or your driver's license, that kind of stuff, because it's legally required for them to just know who their customer is. So, and you would also use a centralized finance service to buy crypto to be able to do things as well. So, like when I was coming into the space, I didn't, I knew a few people, but nobody was going to send me hundreds of dollars of Ethereum so I could, gamble it away minting my NFTs. So I had to buy that. So I had to go through Coinbase to buy Ethereum so that I could use it to mint my NFTs. If I was doing it again now, I would just go and I would buy some Matic on Polygon. Or just find somebody who would send you, 10 cents of Matic on Polygon, and then you'd be able to mint, a whole bunch of NFTs, and then hopefully, you'd sell one, and you would never need anybody to send you more Matic. Same with Tez on the Tezos chain. It's if you can find somebody to just like send you a very small amount, 10, 20 cents worth, that's enough to mint, 10 NFTs, and then you're sort of off to the races, as they say. The other thing too that I'll talk about a little bit is the wallets. So a wallet is a service that interacts with the blockchain, with the networks, but is not the blockchain itself. It's not even where your currency is held. If you think about it like that, like you might think of your wallet as a wallet, and if you lose your wallet, your money is in your wallet and it's gone. But crypto wallets are just services that you can use to access your crypto and your NFTs. So what you do need to keep track of is your secret passphrases, and just putting this out there, never share your secret passphrase with anybody. This is like, crypto security 101. Never share your secret passphrase. Don't keep a digital copy on your computer, all that kind of stuff. But anyways, if you lose that, then you can lose access to your assets. So that's like how you access your assets. But the wallet itself is just a service, and you can actually swap out different wallets. So if you don't like how one wallet is working, you can use a different wallet, and all of your crypto and all of your NFTs that you purchased on that network are still going to be in that other wallet, because you're just using a different service to access the same blockchain. So like actually on Tezos, I started with I oh no, I still use Temple Wallet on my desktop, but I have a KuCoin wallet that I can use on mobile. And so they're different wallets, but they access the same assets. And they do that because I have my secret passphrase, which I can put into both wallets to be able to access that. So, again, just a kind of a quirky technical terminology thing. But I think that that's going to be it for now. The only other thing that I was thinking about showing was Showtime, which is a platform where you can connect to multiple chains. And so on Showtime, I have NFTs that I've purchased on Tezos. So these are Tezos NFTs. I have Polygon. I think this is a Polygon NFT. And then I also have Ethereum NFTs. That's Ethereum. Actually, most of these are Tezos. But yeah, again, basically the platform it's similar to a wallet in that it's a service that interacts with the blockchain. So it can, when you give it permission, it can read the information that you have stored there. Yeah, so minting, gas, crypto, wallets, platforms. I'll leave it at that, and please comment with more questions, and I'll make more videos. Okay, bye.